From a Himalayan salt lamp that achieved enlightenment, aligned by a chiropractor with government clearance, this is the Sam Hyde Show. Tonight, we decode the dark science of detoxing, investigate the billion-dollar scam behind mindfulness, and meet a man who cured his seasonal depression with raw celery and light electrocution. And now, your host, banned from 3 yoga studios and the Providence Whole Foods for asking the wrong questions, Sam Hyde.
Yeah, it's real good. This guy's the best. These guys, this squad, this little thing of ours, La Cosa Nostra. We got McDonald's smell bag in the frame. It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your smell bag is? Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That face when you mistake your smell bag and your fart bag.
I hate that.
For each other.
It stinks.
Can't do that. Now the lore behind this, when you go to McDonald's, you have to get 2 full bagged meals so that when you're eating one, you can look at the other.
Have your cake and eat it too type situation.
You're eating the McDonald's, you're looking at the second bag. You don't want to have food anxiety. When I see someone take food away from me or take a bag away from me, I go, what if I'm hungry in 2 hours?
It does represent that your resources are now dwindling.
I'm believing a throwback to an earlier era of when they would respect a big fat guy, especially in African culture as well. You ever see Ace Ventura 2?
The chief was the fattest one.
Yep. And they spit in your face, and that means they respect you. It's kind of like if you go on a trip to Israel as a Christian.
That means they like you.
This means you are good. He only spit in your face one time. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the show, we have the incomparable John Otto. We have our live studio audience right now.
Yep.
We can't edit this down. Is it John Otto?
Yeah. Jonathan Otto, but yeah, John, yeah. What?
You go by Jonathan or John?
Jonathan.
Our live studio audience clapping. The excitement in this room right now, the electricity. This Egyptian cotton shirt from eBay seller Algandi is hugging my gut.
Here's a gut hugger.
All these sellers of Egyptian cotton shirts, they have abstract names like Ventani, Bobani, but it's just try to sound Italian, I think. All right. Do you mind if I lean in and do something intimate now? Do you mind if I choke myself with my neck fat? Guys, more than ever, people are turning to alternative medicine. I know I'm a believer, I'm a proponent of this stuff. I wouldn't go to a regular doctor, I would respect a regular doctor. I say buy firearms and plan to appreciate regular doctors. Regular doctor, blood in the street, bombs in hospitals. Love. Doctors. I could grab somebody quick out of my car, and they think that's a thing that's only in movies? No. Listen, if I had to kidnap a nurse, they would be so fast. You'd hear this, and then game over, okay? I can nab them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to go out and do this, but if you did, they would deserve it. Now, we're going to bleep all that out. Alternative medicines and treatments. Look at this poor, ailing mass of humanity and ask yourself, why are they eating raw fermented meat? They're eating rotten meat. These are bad people, okay? These alternative health guys and the mainstream health guys, you can't win, but they're all bad eggs. The only person that's got a beat on it here is my friend John. We'll get to that in a second. Why are they drinking piss? This is not, we wrote this before we knew John was going to be on the show. Probably to wash down the taste of that meat. But whether they're snorting lines of turmeric, you're not a turmeric guy, are you?
I'm not a turmeric guy.
You don't snort lines of it, do you?
I haven't tried yet. Now I'm going to try.
Whether they're snorting lines of turmeric or sitting in bio-levitation chambers, that actually sounds probably healthy. They're looking for answers and they're willing to try almost anything. I know that in my personal health journey, do I need to worry about focus on that camera? Is Fitzsimmons doing it? And is it good? Keep this in the edit too. I don't care about people seeing the guts. I bleed sometimes, okay? This Egyptian cotton shirt is hugging my midsection. It's the wrong size. My neck fat is choking me. I don't know if we're in focus right now because the remote monitors are too small, and that's a fact. The race to miniaturize everything, we miniaturized the wrong stuff in some instances, all right? When I'm driving, I want to drive a big rig with a big shifter like this, okay? I don't want to do a little shifter like that. And I want my onset monitors not to be, what is that, a 6.5-inch onset monitor? We don't want that. All right, that's what I wanted to hear.
That's what he wanted to hear.
That's what I wanted to know. What's happening is simple, okay? With this alternative medicine stuff, I'll break it down for you. They want to be well and they don't trust the medical community. Once upon a time, we trusted doctors, nurses. If we got sick or hurt, we'd visit them and they made us well. That was the end of the transaction. Now we have the medical community. Perpetual grifters. These people, they make their bones by keeping us sick. It's supposed to be medicine, but it functions more like the federal government. You're the one. But wait, how is it that you're able to have this ooey gooey brownie, this Diet Coke, with coffee at the same time? It's because Purge, Advanced Cleanse Formula. This is actual medicine from a doctor. On this show, we talk about parasites that live, they're political too. Parasites that live among us, the kind of parasites that feed off the host called America, and the parasites that feed off the show's audience. I wonder, are we about to learn of a way to fight back? What's the solution to America's parasite? You can fast forward this in the edit. What's the solution to America's parasite problem? You have to forcibly remove them and flush them out. But what if I told you that your own body is like its own series of nation states and your body is filled with parasites? Millions of them. 6 million of them. They also control your thoughts and emotions. Your appetite for food, your appetite for life. They give you cancer, untold number of diseases and health complications, and cripple your immune system, which can lead to the death of you, the host. They make you fat and sick and miserable. They defecate inside of you if you don't give them the junk food. 3x speed in the read-through. If you don't give them the junk food they crave, that's why you get headaches. If you don't pay up, they make your life painful. Yeah, I know it sucks. They not only are all around us, but inside us as well. You probably know the powers that be have done everything in their power to limit access to anti-parasitic medication. Lucky for us, anti-parasitic herbs will destroy these parasites. That's right. They can kill them and flush them out of your system straight to the toilet where they belong. Parasites are demons. They live amongst you and inside you. For now, we have a final solution for the ones that live inside you, and it's called Purge, the ultimate in herbal anti-parasitic medication. Go to PurgeStore.com and use Hyde in uppercase letters for a 15% coupon code on anything and everything you buy at PurgeStore.com. They specialize in detox formulas. The time is now. The final solution is now. Judgment Day cometh to these creepy, crawly, invisible, invasive little bastards. And then show yourself taking the product. Wow, I feel better already! He's explored some of the most surprising and sometimes shocking corners of the wellness world. Red light therapy, ? Urine therapy, you name it. He's produced award-winning documentaries, written multiple books, and challenged mainstream narratives in pursuit of hidden health breakthroughs, and he just might save your life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in. Please welcome Jonathan Otto.
Woo! Thank you.
The live studio audience is going nuts right now. Edit this part out.
That's piss. John? I didn't read that, no.
You didn't seed that?
No.
Okay, good.
I've been accused of that, but I haven't done it.
And let's just dive into it here. How often, the urine thing, what is that?
How often?
What is it, man?
It's urine.
Dude, can you give me some context here, John?
Well, okay, so I'm saying that this is one of the biggest cover-ups in medicine, but just in human biology. Urine has always been meant to be a healing substance that the body is using to give you what you're needing.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it happens to work. And the thing is that we come from a heritage, a history, whether it's Egyptian, Roman, Greek, Asian, Indian, Chinese, the world cultures practiced urine therapy. We happen to have lost it. I'm not sure if we could say we're the healthiest group in the world now, having neglected this therapy. Yes, there's other factors, there's other things going on, but the loss of urine therapy to me has been a travesty.
The world runs on piss.
It's called urine therapy?
Yeah.
Does it involve drinking urine?
It can.
Can it can't?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you do if you got a jellyfish sting?
I'm gonna pee on it.
Would you?
Or have somebody else pee on it.
Okay, well, it sounds like he's explorative.
Good point.
It didn't work for me, the jellyfish thing.
No.
Peeing on it. I'm from Florida.
You
Did
tried
not
it?
work for
Nothing?
me. I tried it, yeah.
What kind of jellyfish was it?
I think it was the pearls, the little ones that sting you all over.
Yeah.
You're trying to race out of there.
Right, trying to race at it.
I was trying to race out of the ocean.
In your urethra is where they are.
My urethra.
You just misinterpreted what we meant by jellyfish sting. It would be funny if you were just like, oh, you mean the thing in the Amazon that swims in your piss hole?
Oh, yeah.
I got that once.
The
It didn't
irrigator?
One of
work.
those, yeah. Stop me from peeing, actually.
Square one here.
Yeah.
Urine therapy. How do you start talking about this?
Oh, well, folk medicine, the use of urine on a bite or a sting or jellyfish sting, a lot of people know that. That's why it was the first thing that came up.
I could see that working.
Yeah, and the concept is that your urine has a concentration of antibodies, immunoglobulin, and concentration of antibodies in the immunoglobulin that the urine is using to self-signal. And so that you could have any type of poison in your body knows and produces antibodies in the urine to give as a feedback system to help the removal of that poison.
The urine has stuff that signals your body to create antibodies.
Yes, your body produces antibodies and concentrates them in the urine because what is in your blood is in your urine, but urine is blood that's been filtered through the kidneys, so it's actually a pure and sterilized product or sterile-like product that is able to be re-ingested safely or put onto the skin for skin infections. And it's the reason why as well you'll see people with lifelong acne by applying urine on their face will reverse lifelong acne often in days. And I've seen this countless times, and I've seen it on my own body, and I've seen it on some of my best friends. So this signaling system, that's one part of it, but there's many parts of it. There's the stem cell aspect. There's stem cells in your urine.
You got to chat GPT this as he's saying it.
You
Sure.
should.
Are there stem cells in urine? Let's start with that one right there. You're right.
While you ask that question, 2022, Wake Forest University take an NIH grant and they fund a urine-derived stem cell study. They take 10 healthy adult males, which just means that they're just regular people. They don't have some chronic condition. They found 140 stem cells on average in a full 24-hour urine sample. So they're there, but 140 is not a lot. They then let them age for 3 weeks.
So you ferment the stinky pee.
You can, it's an option. When they did, it proliferated into 100 million stem cells at a rate of 1 × 10 to the power of 8 in a 3-week period. So 140 to 100 million in a 3-week period. And that was verifiable, and it was replicated 10 times. And the 20 to 40-year-old age group, 75% of the stem cells were telomerase positive, which means they were active stem cells that work, like umbilical cord blood, the ones that you paid $20,000 for 100 million. That's what it would cost, at least. And the 50-year-old group and up was 59.2%. Most of the stem cells are telomerase positive, meaning that they're active, viable, functioning stem cells.
It is not looking good right now for team not drinking piss.
Especially not drinking old piss.
Right.
So the pee has stem cells that you can ferment into more stem cells. You can age it.
Yeah.
There's more stem cells in it. Okay.
And there's a reason for that. Is that babies in the womb urinate from around 8 weeks onwards and start drinking it, and it goes in through their nose and mouth and it forms their lungs. That's what is the active substance in the womb. And they urinate every 1 to 3 hours and drink anywhere up to 1 liter of urine per day in the womb. Every day.
Babies drink 1 liter of urine?
Up to, yes. And then as soon as you then exited the womb, you came out and your mom and dad said, yucky, yucky. And then when it would touch your hands, or you saw it, it promoted disgust, which is the number one way Big Pharma has indoctrinated us, through disgust. Do the math on 100 million stem cells at $20,000 a piece. You're talking about around $7 million worth of stem cells. If you go with just the telomerase positive, you're looking at about $5 million just for the stem cells. I'm not even talking about the DHEA, the hormones, the enzymes like urokinase, the urea, which is the most expensive part of the skincare products, which is from urine. But just that aspect, so they had to weaponize us against our own bodies by teaching us that urine was a toxic waste product, which it's not. There are no waste products in urine, and I can prove that. These are the things that we've been taught, even though it goes directly against biology and what we can observe.
The stem cells multiplying, was that a Johns Hopkins study?
It was Wake Forest University.
Wake Forest University? Okay. Is the urea that's in skincare products, is that derived from urine? Is it the same thing as what's in pee-pee?
It is, but it's a synthetic product. you've got a synthetic product and you've got a natural one. Most things in life, you'd say the natural one's better. It's more expensive. It's better. It's, the organic is better than the GMO. But in this case, somehow people have been convinced that the synthetic form is better. It's not.
How do they synthesize urea? That's fascinating. What's the deal? You had health problems?
Yeah. I was a sick kid. My mom was just trying to find anything to help me get better, just as any great mom does. I was a kid with a lot of ambition, wanted to do a lot of things, wanted to change the world. Very obsessed with investigating things and humanitarian causes, learn about poverty and global development and human trafficking. I said, like a young child, under the age of 10, wanted to find out how I could help. Became an ambassador for World Vision at age 17, traveled to Tanzania, started seeing the world, started seeing what I could do to make a difference, and worked for them for several years. But the whole time, health declining, just going to doctor, what do I do, how do I get better? And what were the conditions? It was Lyme disease, a lot of blood viruses, cytomegalovirus, Epstein-Barr, Ross River fever, glandular fever, and then chronic fatigue syndrome, which then just wiped me out. In my early 20s, I had to quit full-time work. I couldn't handle it. It's just so...
You had Lyme disease, Epstein-Barr, and what?
Cytomegalovirus, Ross River fever, glandular fever.
Whoa.
Is Epstein-Barr, that's not a fatal thing? What is that?
Mononucleosis. It's a
right.
blood virus, and it'll wipe people out of their energy. Yeah, you could die from it, but...
Mononucleosis, isn't that something that everybody gets?
I thought it was a kissing disease, right?
Yeah.
Can be.
Epstein-Barr, isn't that a birth defect?
Not necessarily. I think there's a lot of theories for how it's in the population, and I think that there are nefarious things that have put these things into the population.
Oh, you think that's like a biological weapon?
It could
Because
be.
so is Lyme's too, right?
Lyme is definitely like Lyme's Plum Island, biological weapon. Yeah, like Lyme, Connecticut, the proximity to the island, the animals, getting infected, passing to humans.
Just to bring if our viewers don't know this up to speed, Lyme's disease is government-created bioweapon that escaped, or was just they dosed it on the people of Connecticut just to see what would happen, or what?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like these escape, right? So like the last one that just happened over the last few years, escape, right? It's where it is clearly being put into somewhere into the supply.
But this is a pretty confirmed thing. This
one is proven and is mainstream now. But it's still, RFK in his confirmation. This one got brought up or before his confirmation. But yeah, it's
so anyway.
proven.
You had Lyme, Epstein-Barr, some glandular shit.
Yeah.
And this is going into your 20s.
Yeah.
And what? You're just tired, debilitated all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I remember traveling in Thailand with my dad, and he's an adventurer. We'd want to go see all the natural, beautiful things there, and I'd have to take a nap every hour, just like lie down somewhere, or every couple of hours. And here's my dad that's like 40 years older than me or 35 years older than me. He's like outrunning me, and like, what does my future look like? So I had to ask myself important questions. I had to find answers. Otherwise, everything I wanted to do, all the dreams, all the hopes, all the aspirations to help change the world, that was nothing. And so I would just go to my pharmaceutical allopathic doctors and ask them what's going wrong. And I remember one doctor said, Jonathan, would you ask me to fix your car? And I said, no. And he said, why are you asking me to fix your health? I don't know how to do this.
What the hell did he mean by that?
Well, just that he knows how to give you like a drug to like aid maybe some pain or some kind of symptom, but he cannot correct disease. He can't get to the root cause of that, and he has no idea what's going on, and he doesn't have the bandwidth or the desire to really work it out. So he's just like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be able to help you. Either there's no answers or they're out somewhere else. And I studied a degree in journalism, and after graduating, I got a degree in education. But then my natural investigative journalist background, same thing that drove me to explore the developing world, Africa, Asia, and understand what was going on, how to be a part of the solution, and how to understand all these systems and how they come together. The same mind I applied to health. I started working with a lot of the world's top doctors as an investigative journalist on a project called The Truth About Cancer about 12 years ago. And that was a game changer. Like, I met hundreds of the world's best doctors, traveled the world, found solutions, learned things that people, I'd never heard of, applied them. They changed my life
This
bit by
is a
bit.
documentary you made?
Yeah.
What is it called?
The Truth About Cancer.
The Truth About Cancer. How long is the documentary?
Oh, it's a series. So it was like a 9-part series. So about 15, 16 hours.
That is not what I was hoping to hear. To you, is red light and urine, is that the most significant stuff, or is that just the most eye-grabbing stuff?
Oh, yeah. They definitely trailblazers. So but they're interfacing with systems. So at the time, there were other things that I found as solutions that helped me, but then I couldn't quite solve it or fix the problem until I found some of these other therapies like red light therapy and urine therapy. So they're not the only therapies. There's lots of great therapies. PEMF is another one, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. But
you don't suffer anymore from the effects of Lyme's disease and Epstein-Barr.
No.
What are the things that, in your opinion, reversed those?
Parasite cleansing, getting parasites out of my body. Getting toxic synthetic animal venoms out of my body, which are all through the food supplies. All our food is being sprayed with synthetic animal venom.
Okay.
Which nicotine then is a therapeutic agent against animal venoms. Ideally through patches, gum, no judgment on anyone that would inhale 7,000 chemicals.
Throw it.
There's 7,000 chemicals in this?
Yeah, even organic tobacco.
Really?
Yeah. At least 70 of those are proven carcinogens, but I have a habit, I tell you, of never telling people anything while they're doing it because it is discouraging and it's not kind and friendly, but it is true.
Okay. Animal venom, parasite cleanse, what else? Keep going.
Oh, yeah, sure. Heavy metal binding. So heavy metal binding, which would be humic, fulvic acid, EDTA, very powerful. And cilantro, there's lots of chelating agents. So heavy metals accumulate in the body, aluminum, antimony, mercury, they're all accumulating in the body. There's certain things that are getting put in our bodies, and then we got them in, and then just exposures that we're having. So removing metals, that was a game changer. That changed my health a lot. Mold, candida, which by dealing with the parasites and the heavy metals, often those problems get resolved. Inflammatory foods like gluten has sent people insane, and you can see studies on schizophrenia getting reversed.
You see me when I need a cookie.
Yeah, there you go. And the parasites will also completely take control of your cravings, and they do it in animals. They can completely take over the minds of animals. And
is there more?
Do we put light therapy in there? No.
No.
Yeah. So light therapy.
No, 6.
So
now we're getting
complicated.
Therapy. This is too complicated for most consumers.
Now
right
it's a two-hander.
Yeah.
It's 2 hands problem. All right. So light therapy. What else?
Urine therapy. Which would be autologous or auto urine therapy, which is autologous is healing arising from your own cells and tissues. So a self-signaling system, we're designed with it. We arguably all need it at one point in our lives or continually. So that would be the urine therapy, which would be regenerative. Sorry, I can't say that. Just there is something else that I can't say, guys. So just don't put this in. Can I say? I'm going to say it here.
We'll edit it out. Yeah.
Is reversing everything. And 5,000 cases of autism completely reversed, costs zero, like nothing. And people are reversing everything, like late stage cancer, autoimmune disease. And the guys that are teaching it are going to jail. And I'm doing interviews with them as soon as they get out of jail. And we're just getting the word out on platforms not like this. It's like... you have
a lot of energy?
Yeah, I do. And I shouldn't because of my...
Race.
Yeah, so what else? Magnetic field, so the Earth's frequencies, grounding, which in devices is PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. Yeah, so people are regrowing, increasing bone density and stopping muscle wasting, sarcopenia, restoring all kinds of things. And there's even reports, I was just going through with one with a medical doctor that has been teaching PEMF. He was documenting a case of a 10-year-old that regrew her thumb after being severed on PEMF.
What?
So magnetics, you can regrow things. I've seen lots of cases of fingers and thumbs getting regrown after them being half severed and on enzyme therapies.
That's crazy.
And pulsed magnetic therapies like PEMF. Yeah. So those are the big hitters. I think liver cleansing is big because the liver is getting completely destroyed by all the toxins. And so cleansing the liver, which is typically like an olive oil and lemon juice thing, and milk thistle and dandelion root, and repeating that process around 10 times to cleanse the liver of all the toxins. And then once it's functioning properly, you can arguably then be in great health and reverse all things. So yeah, that'll do. Something like that.
Guys, we're cutting for a commercial break right now. When we're back, we're going to get to know John Otto as a person. What kind of movies does he like? What's the fastest he's ever been on a motorcycle? I don't know. We're going to find out. Buy the next product that comes up.
I want to tell you about a new product that I'm obsessed with. Red Life.
Red Life LED panels. Now, what I like about this red light product is nanometers, 620 nanometers. Nanometers. The Red Light Premium Kit. This unit, this is as good as it gets. The Red Life unit, very high quality stuff right here. Not like the competitors, which quite frankly is a load of crap. Red Life light panels really knock out the competition. Red Life panels knock out the competition. Red Life panels knock out the competition. Knock out the competition. Red Life panels. Red Life panels. Ow!
It works.
What works?
Red Life.
Red Life?
Red Life works.
You see this? Cool hat. Hey, faggot! What? Hey, look at this faggot in the red light hat. What? What'd you say to me? Oh my God, look at that hot guy in the Red Life hat. That's what I thought. All right, we're back. I hope you enjoyed that safe commercial message from a trusted vendor who I personally buy all my shit from. We're here with Jonathan Otto. I think we can probably skip the history of pee. I think probably most people understand.
There was this case where if you had a newborn baby, it was illegal to collect your newborn baby's urine, and public servants of the royalty would come and collect it and use it for all the cosmetics, so that the royalty would bathe in it.
When was that?
It was Middle Ages, around there somewhere. But it's very much happening today. That's why stem cells are reserved for the ultra wealthy. The people don't like the amniotic fluid. The people that they don't keep it. It gets taken by the ultra wealthy that can afford it. So similar story.
Cultural significance. India, don't care. China, it's written. Why is this part in Chinese? It says, drink pee-pee. Could we tap into your well of knowledge and get your thoughts on household items that are causing us harm?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to pitch them by you. You tell me on a scale of 1 through 5 how much harm they're causing. Aluminum and paraben deodorant.
5.
Do you wear deodorant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just not with that.
Okay.
They don't have those things in them.
I don't wear deodorant.
That's good.
Haven't in many an age.
Really?
Have you noticed that I stink?
You don't stink to me.
I don't
You
think
don't smell like BO.
I don't think I smell like, well,
No.
I'll leave it to you guys to determine what I smell like.
I
but
heard your flora like regulates.
my fauna and my flora, well, we'll see. But when it's crazy to me, dude, if someone comes near me and they smell like Old Spice, I want to fucking kick their ass. Can you look up, is there, like, psychologically, if someone is bothered by smells, especially synthetic cleaning agent type smells, is there a name for that condition? That's one of the top 10 things that I hate the most, really. I'd be hard pressed to name 9 things that bother me more than that type of thing.
You know what's weird is that Chanel No. 5 uses this pheromone from the anus of an African cat called a civet.
That stuff smells good, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like this subconscious turn on, and it's just weird that there's so many different derivatives from feces.
They'll even
Feces
say
and-
that. They'll say fecal notes.
Yeah.
They will.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
In a perfume profile, they'll say fecal notes. Oh yeah.
That's too much for this episode.
You guys, I can't believe that. Can you open a new tab, ChatGPT? Do perfumers use the term fecal notes?
And-
Because that's fucking insane.
Why do you think guys are so obsessed with women's butts?
Speak for yourself.
That's more insane than any of this. Yeah. That they call them fecal notes in the fucking perfume. That's completely fucked.
And you spray it on you like this. And then you're thinking,
but
where
it's
do you?
not actually.
That's not in the advertising, though.
Crazy.
I've never seen
bro.
that in the advertising.
Because, like, my only concern is that there's toxins in things. I just think this is funny.
Sure. Well, I mean, this is funny. The thing that the smells that bother me are it's not like animal musk smells, whatever. I don't care about that, but it's the smells of what regular people put on themselves and use, like Tide detergent. Poor people fucking stink. Do you hate poor people?
Do I? No, definitely not.
Yo, I hate poor people. They make me sick, man. And they like driving around this neighborhood, it smells like a laundromat.
Yeah.
They use the cheap detergent and they don't the washing machines, they don't use enough water to rinse. Like poor people smell like Tide. Did you know that?
The psychology is any opportunity there is to scent something nicely. It's like if there's a thing, why not scent it nicely?
That to me that's extremely low IQ, tangential there. If there's a chance to scent it, let's scent it. And the other thing is performative cleanliness, which I think is why like black people wash their chicken. Did you know that?
And record it.
You can't have chicken without washing it with dish soap and recording it. But like in the hood, black kids, they'll always say to each other, "Yo, breath stink." All of their breath stinks.
Dell has a song on it.
It does.
A guy saying your breath stinks with stinky breath, like a green cloud coming out.
Hey, man, your breath stink.
Flowers are dying.
Fabric softener.
Yeah, bad.
Out of 10, though.
Oh, 5.
Out of 5.
Okay. Out of 5.
4.
We'll go back to out of 10.
9.
9.
Well, out of 5 or 10? Which one?
10.
9.
Fluoride toothpaste.
10.
What do you use for toothpaste?
Toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride in it and that has some good ingredients.
I've been using straight Victorian England steampunk shit. Dr. Boscombe's tooth powder.
Revitin is a good one.
Is Revitin the nano stuff?
No, I don't know if it's got that in it. It's Dr. Jerry Curatolo. He's a good friend of mine. He's a great biological dentist, and he has a really good toothpaste that is regenerative, where you want to kind of help regenerate your gums and stuff like that.
He should donate some to the hood.
I can call him now and ask him.
Fix the breath. Body lotion.
Oh, I mean, it could be okay. But one of the problems is that people are using too much soap and body lotion that's blocking themselves from getting the sun. So that's a problem. So generally, you shouldn't put much on your skin at all. And generally, people shouldn't even soap themselves in the shower.
I've heard that.
Yeah, because you want to keep the pores open for the sun. Even if it's a good soap, it's still going to potentially block the pores, and it's just unnecessary. People are kind of obsessed with this cleanliness culture, but it doesn't help them. It actually kills their skin bacteria.
Aren't my pores going to get clogged with like sweat and grime?
Water is good to clean.
Okay.
Yeah, water will do it. If you want to really clean yourself good, wash yourself in urine.
Yeah.
You can wash it off. But it's antibacterial. Have you know about how like if you've got like cuts and stuff, you could urinate on it because it will disinfect?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Polyester clothing.
Yeah, not good.
How not good?
Okay.
The best t-shirts are the 50/50 Screen Stars. I had a pretty swag collection that I had to throw out because it was poisoning me.
Isn't it biblically like you're not supposed to mix the fabrics too?
You say that.
That's kind of kooky though.
Is it kooky?
Is it?
It's Old Testament stuff, yeah.
Oh.
Old Testament is Jews, right?
Yeah. Well,
Is
Hebrews.
it valid to ignore all of that?
Like a lot of the dietary restrictions, stuff like that, a lot of the things that were sort of really like in the details and all
Jesus
the sort of...
fixed it.
Jesus fixed it. He really did.
I would say that a lot of it is still relevant, and some of it isn't because some of it is cultural. But the principles are generally like they're all important. So you've got a lot of things like, for example, the Mosaic Law is what prohibits against pedophilia and incest. And so people would say, oh, like it's all nothing. But no, those
law?
Huh?
Mosaic, from
Yeah,
Moses?
yes, correct. Which is the
You tell me
statutes.
he wasn't a pedophile?
He wasn't, and they had laws against it in the society, which is why departing from the Judeo-Christian values is a big problem.
Is that
because
true, Ryan?
That they had laws against it?
Didn't Moses kill people?
I'm sure he probably
Yeah.
did. Well, technically, yeah, by like all the Egyptians that were in the Red Sea.
Yeah, but
right?
he didn't kill them.
He didn't really kill them.
But he did. He
I don't know
did
if he
actually
has
order,
blood on his hands.
No, he kill
people?
he killed the Egyptian, the
I think he
the
killed
slave
people.
master. He did order some kind of slaughters of what were considered bad people, but it's dark, and Moses had a dark side to him. The Bible explains that all the patriarchs and prophets struggled and had the things that were in their culture. Doesn't, and then Jesus was the one that was so different, which is why people didn't think that he was a real leader, because he wouldn't kill, he wouldn't take life.
What about circumcision? Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, circumcision would be something that in the New Testament, Paul says, whether you're circumcised or you're not circumcised, it avails nothing. So something that was once very important then became nothing. But if you look at the culture that they came from, it was an Egyptian ritual, the circumcision, and so it became a sign of connection to God. So then it became something that they were to do, but only because they were enforcing that on their own selves, and then the law was like a mirror to them. And that's why Jesus said, Moses gave you the writing of divorce because of the hardness of your heart. So God could give laws based on the hardness of hearts, because it was like a mirror to their own soul of what their own choices were. But New Testament Jesus, you see onwards, all these kind of barbaric practices all start disappearing.
Piss, urine, whiz, leak, pee, tinkle, micturate. What's the orthodox term?
Urine,
Okay.
which translates water, by the way, or milk. But
In what language are you getting that from?
Someone
I made it up. My language.
Rivera, look up etymology of the word urine, please.
Medical name is plasma ultrafiltrate, which means plasma, blood, ultra filtered. Blood ultra filtered, which is what it is. Once blood passes through the kidneys, it becomes urine. By the way, 99% of the urine that our bodies produce on a daily basis gets reabsorbed back into the bloodstream. 1% goes to the bladder.
It does mean water, sure.
Root word meaning to flow or water.
So water to flow. And then what would you call water that has stem cells in it?
Stem cell water.
Milk?
Yeah. Well, milk has stem cells in it too, breast milk, from whether it's from an adult or a human or an animal, which is really interesting, showing that we're biologically designed to drink stem cells. Clearly no syringes in nature, except for cactuses, but they, whatever.
And the human cock.
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And the non-human cock.
And the non-human cock as well. Sorry, go on.
Oh, well, what would you call water that's got
Has
stem cells in
cells?
it? I would call it living water. But that's interesting because that's a biblical theme. It talks about streams of living water, and it makes sense now if you understand the womb. When you get stem cell injections into your knees because you got bad knees or whatever reason, anti-aging, they're all coming from amniotic fluid, and amniotic fluid is actually entirely urine. It's living water. It's a substance. It's stem cells suspended in a substance that causes them to proliferate and then gives them the ability to attach. So you put urea together with stem cells, then you've got something that's absorbing into the body, delivering stem cells. So when you were a fetus, no wonder you had to drink so much, because it was forming your body. Because when stem cells attach to a genetic blueprint, they form into what they're instructed to form into. So that's why the baby has all these stem cells suspended in its urine that's being added to its body inside and out. And it's why then all these medications, by the way, are urine-based. I could show you countless medications that are urine-based for all different functions of the body, because the body needs it and responds to it. Whether it's eye infections, ear infections, they're using synthetic forms of urine, cancer, blood clots, you're using enzymes from urine, like urokinase and urea. Biologically, we're designed for the substance, which is why I feel a real need to tell people about it, even though it came with a lot of mockery.
For the record, I was not mocking at any point. I was laughing about something else.
What? What are you laughing at?
You wouldn't get it.
Valentine. You wouldn't get it.
Okay. Pee is diuretic, so drinking pee makes you pee more. Potential endless piss loop.
Yeah, definitely. I did that for 6 days where I ate nothing, but just drank all of my urine and almost drank no water. And it was like an endless piss cycle, or whatever you like to call it.
Ouroboros.
I was stuck in the loop, couldn't get out of it, but it was cool. It's like I went back to the womb.
Is drinking urine something that could combat Tylenol-induced autism?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So urine has been heavily studied, and arguably urine is the single most studied substance in modern medicine. I could show you the data on that, and because it was all through the medical journals in the early 1900s. So this plot thickens. In terms of the conditions that it's been proven to alleviate, everything from malaria to HIV to tuberculosis, the polypeptides from urine specifically for tuberculosis, all different types of cancer. This was documented in medical journals, Oxford Medical School and British Medical Journal, etc. But in terms of with autism, one, it's a If it was from Tylenol, it's because there's some kind of toxin that's caused some kind of abnormality. There's something that is impeding the body from normal function. So the identification of that, how do you get that to work? And this is why a lot of good doctors will resort to homeopathy, because they're trying to find a way to signal what they think this child got exposed to. So then they'll quiz the mother, interview her, try to find out what that baby got, what she had when the baby was in the womb, what the baby had, and into their early years or whatever their age they're at. What's all the toxic exposures that they've had? And then now, based on that, let's try to create a homeopathic form and signal the body, or let's try to get binders. Let's get humic and fulvic acid or zeolite or something to bind this EDTA, to take it out, to chelate it. But urine is the only thing that is innate, where the body knows and creates a complete profile of what is in the body, because everything that's in the blood is in the urine, and it's giving you signaling molecules, which is basically the basis of peptides, so that the baby, this child, can remove these poisons. So urine is the best signaling mechanisms to remove specific poisons. So yes, it could help them remove those poisons and therefore help them give them back their function and give them stem cells at the same time, which arguably they're not producing enough, or they need more to support their health and development.
Next up, we asked our viewers to share their thoughts and personal experiences about health and wellness. That's you viewers at home. Let's see what you had to say.
Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset presents Get Rich Quick. All this could be yours. Give us a call on 434-2255-726. You could be making up to $4,917 per week. Now you can get your copy of Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset for just $19.99 for a limited time only.
The medical story, I have a heart transplant, something called a total artificial heart. I think it's the definition of a nightmare and probably just living through hell. It's fucked up. Horrible stories about doctors and yelling at doctors and arguing with doctors and almost dying, and Indian doctors. I mean, just the whole shebang. Yep. Bye-bye.
Fuck happened to that guy? What did he say? That's it, bye-bye? Is he a furry or something?
Dude, that's intense. Yeah.
You can't just have an artificial heart and be hanging out. You have to get a heart. What's he going at the end? He's like the Joker. What the hell was that? Did he get some, by having a fucking machine in his chest, does that give him some sick sense of humor? Now he's got the sense of humor of some other guy in him. Some like psychotic person.
Liquid snake. I don't know.
My loved ones, when they're all organ donors, and when they die, my goal, my hope is that they can provide a heart for a black man, and then I will be able to go visit him and put my hand on his chest and hear my loved one's heart beating inside a black man. You remember that? That made me happy. Are you an organ donor?
I don't know.
They're gonna take that shit from you. You realize that?
That's the problem. Yeah, I'm kind of against that. Yeah, it's kind of problematic. I don't know enough. I heard some things that made me concerned that they would like try to kill me in hospital or something like that.
They will try to kill you in the hospital to get your organs.
Yeah. They do not revive or something. It's best to, if you're unconvinced, to favor the no.
And they're not even doing some kind of complex moral calculus where they're like, oh, there's a little girl that could live 40 years if she had Jonathan Otto's heart. It's literally just like a person. The surgery is their hobby. They want a chance to do an organ. Like they want a chance to like feel like they're doing their job. That type of thing. People are sick. Anyway, heart guy. I don't know what to make of that. Next call. I know what to make of it. Here's one. Is it possible to have a serious society where an Indian, where the balance, your life and death, the balance of your life lies in the hands of an Indian? Visualize that for a second right here, okay? Think that one through.
There was a study from Tel Aviv University that found an 80% reduction in heart muscle scarring with light therapy, red light therapy over the heart. And they did combine stem cells as well, but you could produce stem cells by fasting.
When you say red light therapy over the heart, are you talking about having a hole cut in your chest?
No. Just beaming it in.
Oh, just putting red light over the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you meant some type of Hellraiser type scenario where your chest is being pried open and they're blasting you with a laser. You mean just
you wouldn't
red
have
light
to.
on your chest?
You wouldn't have to because it's permeable and
Good.
So which I could prove. I could put a light in my mouth right now, and you watch my whole face
I've
light
been
up
to a
because
rave.
it's, yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. So our skin is translucent, so it'll go in. But the heart muscle scarring is the hardest part of a heart condition to reverse because the muscle scarring causes their heart attacks and things like that because of the hard tissue. So the fact that 80% in a short period of time could get reversed, and the fact that you could incite and produce more stem cells by fasting, and you could do a 3-day fast, a week-long fast, do stem cell, and do light therapy over your body, over your organs, including the heart, over the brain, and you could regenerate so much.
That information is coming at me so fast right now.
My point being that then you wouldn't have to get that. That guy may not have had that ever have that happen if he had these regenerative therapies.
My heart is like the tire treads that bust off on the highway. That's what my heart feels like right now. I think that's about what I got going on.
We got to light that thing up.
What?
The heart.
The heart?
Yes.
I'll light it up. Let's hit another call here.
Hey, Sam. So on the topic of wellness, I'm sure some listeners here probably have some gut issues. Personally, I have ulcerative colitis. I've had it for 10 years now, and it's been quite a journey trying to figure out what to do, what to take to help make my gut feel better. And recently, I've actually gone to bovine collagen with my coffee, man, and it's done miracles for my gut. And I know collagen also has a bunch of other medical benefits as well. But I just thought I would throw that out there for the fans listening. If you also have bad gut issues, consider checking out bovine collagen. Don't get the crap one. Get the expensive stuff that doesn't have any of the fillers or nothing like that, and just put it in your coffee with some honey and you're good to go. All right, Sam. Love you, bro. Christ is king.
Did he say put that in your coffee with some onion?
Honey.
Okay, that makes
I
more
heard
sense.
onion as well. I definitely heard onion. Yeah, well, that's awesome. The collagen is effective. BPC 157 is very effective.
The BPC 157 is the shit.
Yeah.
I've been jabbing myself with that all over my body. Whoa.
Yeah.
Pick a new spot every day just for fun. I don't care.
Yeah.
Stuff's wild.
And then the oral capsules as well with BPC 157, especially for the gut, they would be probably the best way to heal the gut with the BPC 157.
I might have to cap it up next time. I've been shooting it up with my daily shots.
And it's a peptide. So guess where peptides really are based on? Urine. Signaling molecules.
This is fucking crazy.
It all goes back to pee.
Yeah.
I knew it was pee related. This is the first time I tasted it. Do you have to, the BPC 157, you have to cycle that, right? Or it loses effectiveness?
Oh, yeah. I believe so.
Okay. That did work, though. I've had a shoulder impingement for like 10 years, and as soon as the day I did the BPC 157, it went away.
Wow.
That's awesome. And red light therapy is one way you don't have to cycle. You could do it every day.
How much red light therapy do you do?
Half an hour a day if I can. But you can
Half
just
an
be
hour
doing
with what? Like a mini panel or like a full fucking
like
thing?
something like that, right? Which is about 3 foot long.
Half an hour with that?
Yeah.
You saw the 4 that I have linked up over there?
No, I didn't.
If you 4 of those, you do 1/4 the time, right?
Not
fine?
necessarily, because it's still the same. Because like think about all your organs. So if you're in front of that with your organs over it, then it's going to be the same still. The amount of time you could start doing it in the morning with your 3 minutes. No, yeah. I've seen, by the way, I was talking about eyesight. I've seen eyesight issues get reversed on urine independently and on red light therapy independently. Putting urine directly in the eyes and getting people having perfect vision from severe myopia, short-sightedness, nearsightedness. The studies from UCL University found 17% improvement in eyesight immediately with 3 minutes exposure in the morning.
Of what?
Light therapy. So if you open your eyes, look into the light in the morning, with your eyes open, not with the blockers, not with your eyes closed, looking straight into it, yes.
It has to be in the morning?
Yes. It's circadian rhythm based. If they did it in the afternoon, they couldn't see the same benefits.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean for all things, but certainly with eyesight, it was proven. And if there were younger people, they got 47% improvement in some of the studies in short periods of time on the light therapy.
What do you consider young?
Well, that was under 40. Over 40 was the result that I just talked about. So, which was 70% improvement in eyesight immediately. And I'm not talking about just that. Like you could expect 100% recovery of eyesight, but you'd have to drop prescriptions if people had,
I mean, I've been doing that. I've been looking at that staring at that
with your
stupid
eyes
thing.
open.
Yeah, but I haven't been doing it in the morning though.
And the other issue is that your glasses will keep offsetting it, so you'd have to drop
I
prescriptions.
take the glasses off. I'm not a dummy.
No,
Okay.
but I mean,
have to
as soon
cold
as you
turkey
put
it.
them back on, then it keeps resetting whatever
Interesting.
grounds you've made. And then it's the eye exercises. You see those little glasses that have all the holes in them. You put those
I'm
on.
not doing
look through
that.
those holes.
So,
He looks cool with glasses. He's got to keep
I
them.
guess it's glasses for the rest of my life then. All right.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I passed out. Went to the doctor. They had absolutely no clue what was happening with me. Said that they wanted to implant a chip in my arm to monitor me from the lab using a smartphone app. I said absolutely not. Went and talked to my friend that had a major in food science. She determined that I was protein deficient, told me to eat some steak. I was better in 2 days. Medical system is crazy.
They want to use an app on him.
That's crazy.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That was the same guy all 3 calls, right?
Each a different chamber of the heart speaking.
Just that's the world's worst doctor.
Back again. He does another thing.
Oh yeah, one more thing. All the bitching people do about dying, like guns dying, it's the fastest way to die is to get yourself into a hospital and get some kind of MRSA.
Yeah.
You ever see MRSA?
Yeah.
That shit is a horror story.
I remember reading a book called The Field or something, and it was basically that once a person gets a diagnosis of something like cancer or whatever it is, like the decline is like sharp.
Yeah.
Because when your body accepts defeat, like you have this.
Yeah, nocebo. So
heard
the
that.
adverse effect of placebo, which is that I'm going to get better, this is great, and then you get better. Nocebo is, hey, you're going to die before the end of the year. They die before the end of the year. They'll literally just die on the 31st of December.
Can you look up iatrogenic etymology? Iatros, physician or healer. Okay, interesting. That's a concept that's fun to think about.
Hey, Sam. I've been wondering why the healthcare system gets progressively more expensive. Maybe I'm just smooth-brained or something, but like I had carpal tunnel surgery on both hands. I do a lot of manual labor, and I'm owed like $6,000. And I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm trying to budget, but like it just seems like things are getting progressively more expensive.
I mean, that's like we could do a video on libertarianism at some point, but $6,000 is not that much money. If I had to cut you open, I would charge more than $6,000.
Why?
Imagine the training I'd have to go through for that.
That's true.
And the time it would take, the insurance, the risk in case you get hurt, something like that.
All right.
6,000 is reasonable. That's like 10 PS5s.
I'm 100% convinced that he would have reversed it on red light therapy, which could be as cheap as a few $100s, like literally like $300 less, and then he could just wrap his hand and wrist in that, let alone if he had it over his organs and did something more like, having a panel in front of his organs, and so everything works together. But
why did he get carpal tunnel surgery?
He works with his hands often, he said.
I don't want to be disrespectful to a fan that called in, but do not get surgery you don't get surgery. Trust a doctor, you're better off, what's that old pimp Smiley D say? Bitch show up trying to suck a dick, you ain't gonna get but $5 back when that say smack. Something like that. You don't trust a doctor though, that's crazy. If you go in for back surgery, you're done. It's over, you're cooked.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I can't believe people
Back
survive
surgery?
that.
Yeah.
Good God, ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Like one of
The
them
jitters,
fish.
man. That back shit, that's so fantastically complicated. It's unbelievable. You telling me some guy that went to Pepperdine's going to go in there with a little knife and do some hobby work on it? I'm not a model train, my friend.
Dude,
That's insane to think
never do
that you can fix your back with surgery.
And it's never just once either. They have to keep getting it over the course of their life.
I've never heard somebody have a back surgery that's not an absolute horror story.
I would definitely do PMF.
What's that shit?
Pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. It's sending pulsed magnetic fields through your body. It increases bone density and will cause the bones to produce more stem cells. And even in models where they sever the spine, they see it grow back. Red light therapy is showing the same results as well. So through different mechanisms, red light through the mitochondria and through light producing ATP. Mitochondria is also interfaced with pulsed field, but it's working to, they're both working with oxygen delivery. The reason why the spine is, and all kinds of things are misfiring is because of a lack of oxygen in the body. And both the therapies that I just mentioned are working with oxygen delivery and nutrient delivery. Once you fix that, then the body just heals itself, even if that's cancer. And that's why there's these epic studies on cancer and red light therapy called photodynamic therapy. There's some case studies where the whole group go into complete remission on PubMed, where they have a pilot study. They put a few people in it and they test them. They put them through they've got cutaneous B-cell lymphoma. They put them on 2 sessions of photodynamic therapy. They go completely into remission by the end of the week.
Photodynamic therapy is red light therapy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is PubMed.
Yeah.
That's the before and after in the pilot study where all 3 out of 3 go into complete remission in 1 week on photodynamic therapy.
Now, is this guy a bear or an otter?
He's a mix.
He's a cub or whatever you call it.
Yeah, it says complete response in patient after 2 treatments, 2 sessions of photodynamic therapy. And that's the combination, for example, of methylene blue with red light therapy. You arguably could start reversing all kinds of almost anything. And then here it says all treated patients had complete remission.
Yep.
Defined as a clinical and histologic complete absence of cutaneous B-cell lymphoma, breast cancer being reduced by 40% in 24 hours. Triple negative and non-triple negative breast cancer, PubMed.
I don't know the significance of those terms.
Well, breast cancer getting dropped by 40% in 24 hours with light therapy.
What do they do with the cancer money? The money that gets spent to not cure this shit? Where's that going?
Probably human trafficking. I don't know. Nothing good.
But they cured breast cancer with what? Red light therapy?
Yeah, this was in vitro, so it's human cell lines in a petri dish, but they found a 40% drop in the growth of the cancer in 24 hours under 4 different wavelengths tested. It was just 660 that could drop it by 40% in 24 hours.
What are the wavelengths that a good unit needs to hit?
660, 630, 810, 850, 1060. When I researched this, we put 9 different wavelengths in our devices because we wanted to hit all those. So 480, 590, 630, 660, 670, 810, 830, 850, 1060. They all have different functions because they go into deeper and shallower layers of the body to interface with the regions of the body that need to get corrected. And that's what it looks like on a graph of the wavelengths and where they penetrate in the body and the depth of penetration. So it's not that deeper is always better. I'm sorry, anyone got a joke for that one?
Well, some's for the titties, some's for the ass.
That's what I was going to say, but thank you for saying it for me. Some are going to go all the way, like the 1060s, 800 and up. You can't even see, it's invisible. That's near infrared, different to far infrared. Far infrared is heat therapy. It's good, but it doesn't do any of the things that we're talking about.
Say the ones that you are looking for again?
Yeah.
630, 660.
Yeah, 810, 830, 850. 480 is blue. Blue is the best for depression and for
anything else?
Circadian rhythm. 590, collagen. Skin hyperpigmentation. 1060, amazing brain. It's the deepest level. It's the furthest of the near infrared before it goes into mid. The one that I just showed you on lymphoma, that was at 630. The one I showed you on breast cancer was 660. There's lots on tinnitus and all different kinds of autoimmune conditions in the 800s, 800, 850. Brain disease, long COVID. There's a study on 62 people with long COVID over all their organs. All 62, this is the European Society of Medicine, all go into complete remission of long COVID after 4 treatments. They were 64 to 84 minute long sessions.
What the hell is long COVID?
In this case, it was oxygen under 97% saturation in the blood. So they got it over that. Brain fog, memory recall was all restored. Digestive issues restored. Dyspnea, shortness of breath restored.
Pulse ox under 98?
Yeah. 97. So they all got it over 97 with the red light, and most of them were all under it.
Okay.
And what about paranosmia? This happened to me too. I smell French fries or oranges, and they smell bitter and gross back when I had COVID.
That was crazy.
But the part of your brain that it affects, it's one of the few parts of your brain that can recover. And so you just got to smell train. So I bought all these oils. And while you're smelling orange oil, you have to think of what you remember orange to smell like.
You did the oil gauntlet.
Most of that you could get rid of with nicotine. All the smell issues and the taste issues.
Really?
Gum or patches. Zin, yeah, it was Zin or Knick-Knack or
what?
Knick-Knack is like...
Knick-Knack?
Well, it's like nicotine and NAC. There's just all different brands out there.
What is Knick-Knack?
It's just the same thing. It's nicotine with some NAC, but I'm not saying that that's the best thing. It's just anything out there, just nicotine. Even if you got it from I don't know, soaking your feet in tobacco leaves.
Whoa.
Like you're just getting it in there because it's the poison. The reason why you lost taste and smell was because of it being a synthetic animal venom, a combination of all different types of venoms that bind to the alpha-7 nicotinic acetylcholine receptor. That is the primary receptor that targets.
I remember hearing that nicotine was good for
This is good for me.
It has some good things in it, for sure. And the nicotine part is actually a good part, and it's actually not addictive.
Tell that
Addictive
to me.
chemicals that get added, like pyrazines, there's a Harvard study on that. That's what's addictive.
These are not addictive. I can stop these at any time, and I'm serious.
Me
Pure
too.
addiction is to drink your urine.
I believe you.
Here we go.
It was Dr. William Hitt. He was the mentor for Dr. Rashid Buttar, who was RFK Jr.'s doctor, who was the first one to call me to tell me about urine.
Sounds like an Indian guy.
Yeah, and he was the one that called me. I was like, Rashid, like, what's the cure? How do we solve this issue with what's just happened over the last few years and all the people that got sick? Like, what?
I'm just kidding.
His mentor, Dr. William Hitt, had treated 20,000 people for addiction with urine, and it was urine injections most of the time, but oral consumption. There's all these things that you're lacking in your brain chemistry. All your neurotransmitters are in your urine, all your hormones, they're all there. By the way, I wanted to myth bust on something. The reason why I can tell you that there's no toxins in urine, I just want to make sure I touch this because this is the one thing that everyone's going to hammer me on the comments saying that there's toxins in urine. And doctors will say this because they'll say they looked at urinalysis and say, well, there's all these toxins in urine, so therefore you're wrong and you're just poisoning people with this misinformation. I'll say, no, that's wrong. And I'll give you an example. When babies are in the womb, the environmental working group tested for chemicals. They tested for 400 chemicals in the umbilical cord, knowing that they were going straight to the baby in that case. Of the 287, 180 were proven to cause cancer, birth defects, and brain deformations. How does the baby survive when it's drinking its urine at such intervals if it's dumping all these chemicals that cause cancer, birth defects, and brain deformations while it's forming? It's not possible. What the baby's doing is it's actually giving a metabolite, a signaling molecule of that toxin, and then by drinking it, it's helping to remove that poison. That's why babies survive and thrive in the womb, even though they have so many chemicals going through the umbilical cord. Same thing is true with adults. When you see urinalysis, you see a toxin in there. It's not the toxin. It's like a peptide form of it. It's a signaling molecule, kind of like homeopathy. And so when it's
only there because it's treating whatever.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with baby saliva and breast milk, I think, right? Like the baby saliva tells the breast like what to produce more.
Yeah, exactly.
Barbecue sauce.
Signaling.
I want some. I want my baby back. Where do you think it comes from?
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry for that tangent, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget it.
Did you bring any piss?
No, but I've got some ready that could come out of me. Actually, I've got this.
We're not doing that. This is not Howard Stern. There's another half a show worth of quality over at mde.tv. Check it out right now. The Sam Hyde Show.
Once upon a time, King Theobald stirred oats and honey with divine ambition. What emerged was Global Crunch cereal. A tasty treat for peasant bitches.
Global Crunch is full of SSRIs and fear that keep me and my castle safe so you can save the environment. I'm the Rockefeller of the breakfast cereal industry on crack, and I had your wife over the other day. Magnificent caramel candy swirls getting you hooked on this shit quicker than a fentanyl hurricane. Eat! It's good for you. It's full of estrogen and fear. SSRIs to calm you.
Global Mother fucking Crunch cereal.
With every bite, you lose the will to survive. Do you even care, yo? Stop playing with the king and act bitch-made.
You're not hungry. You're ready to comply.